So you want shitty podcasts, something to hear when you drive, or some internet loser saying, hey, it's great to be alive. So let's talk nonsense. Hey, why not? We'll soon find out we don't know a lot. But here's one fact I think we both know. You're here now to see the Castoe Show.
I'd love to be an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Dun, 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 dun.
That is what I truly like to be.
Bum, bum,
Cause if I was an Oscar Mayer wiener,
bum, 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 bum.
everyone would be in love with me. Yeah, okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Another wonderful Sunday.
And would you
Podcast.
believe? Would you
The
believe?
Castoe Show.
God gave us this glorious day. It is the day the Lord has made. Would you
A
believe?
ripping hot 96 degrees here in Chatsworth, California.
Wow.
Yeah, I once again I have no fear about doxing myself. Really, if you want, come at me. I'm waiting.
It is 60 something degrees over here. It's cooled down the past few days, which
Lucky
That's good.
bastard.
yeah, things have gotten
Antwan, you
better.
toasting alive right now?
No, I'm inside. I'm having a great time.
Oh, that's lovely.
Is your
Cave
air
dweller
conditioner
Anthony has
working?
been living.
Do you
I
do
mean,
you
I
have
burned,
access
I
to
burned
AC?
yesterday when I was at work, so
Awful.
I was in the sun all day. I got a
Damn.
I got a hazard warning for the weather, and I was like, "Am I getting hazard pay?" And they were like, "No." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." You know,
But it
helps me
says so on my
reevaluate
it says so on my
what I'm
phone.
gonna do. You know,
Yeah.
I think if the National Weather Service goes out of its way to tell white boys to stay inside, you should be paid a little bit extra.
Just change the tire changer. They told you.
Yeah, put the fries in the bag. And then
Put the
Antwan
put the
puts
tires
a
in the car.
tire in the bag.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Well,
hey guys,
it's a
welcome
beautiful
back.
day. It's a beautiful day here in the beautiful world we live in. Welcome to
the
the
United
Castoe
States,
Show.
continental United States is what
Just
I'll
the
say.
continental United States.
I
Nowhere
really
else is a
can't
beautiful
speak for the rest of the world. I mean, like, I don't know. London
Oh,
could be disgusting.
You know what? This reminds me of a piece of news that I saw this week that I wanted to talk about with you because I think you'd have a hoot and a holler with it.
You got the
see
news?
what?
Lay it on.
Do you see what happened in Venice with that one pickpocket?
No, that one. That doesn't narrow it down.
So what happened was there was an American tourist in Venice who got her shit pickpocketed and was able to track down where the pickpocket was using GPS technology and whatever on her phone. And
GPS, baby.
found her and grabbed the back of her hair as she was like, "Now get the police because I've caught the
Oh my
thief."
god! Oh, it was a woman thief.
Yes, it was a woman. It was woman on woman crime. Hashtag not all women. Hashtag yes they can. So
woman in STEM. Woman in STEM.
So the response from Europeans were how awful and how barbaric of like, this
is
sort
the
of like
closest thing I can find. Is this it?
No, it's not what happened. It was like a blonde woman
It's
literally.
a good stand-in, though. I'll take Babushka as the stand-in.
Cool.
So all of the Europeans were like very shocked and surprised at as the young American mother.
This cannot be. There is no way.
Literally, the response from every other American is "God bless America." Salute. If you're gonna be
rock, flag and eagle, baby.
If you're gonna be a European pickpocket, you better step up.
We will clown your ass.
We are willing to devolve to violence to protect the things that we like. Because
I really like how they choose to ignore that shit. Like really, really heavy. That's just something that's like, oh, if we're talking about, oh, you're going to Naples. Oh shit, well you better watch out because they got a bunch of pickpockets running around there. But if you go and talk about, crime with the European, it's like, what a barbaric thing only Americans do. We have no problems over here at all. We live in a European liberal utopia.
you mention the word Romani, and then they bring out the word gypsy, and it's very funny. It's
I don't think
oh,
there's no problem with the word gypsy, right?
nah, sort of from the people
No.
itself, because gypsy is from they're you're implying that they're from a place that they're not, and the word has thus been associated with like gypped and whatnot
What
to be.
Egyptus, the Roman province?
Yeah, but instead of Romania or whatever, which is where they prefer the
Whoa.
term Romani. But I digress. From what little I know.
The opinions of thieves matter not, Mr. Souls.
I found it.
Yeah, that's the video. That's the video of her just grabbing the back of that bitch's head.
Good.
And again,
If you
God bless.
let it be
God
known, if
bless
you steal
America.
from an American, we will get your ass.
Uh-huh. Well, I think someone brought up a very good point of like just someone else I heard talking about it was like, if you get mugged in America, the person mugging you has a knife and or a gun. And that sort of brings like like there's levels of discussion that just don't exist in European pickpocketing, where it's like, how far are you willing to go to defend your shit with your own weaponry, whether that be your hands, a knife, a gun, whatever.
Teeth, nails.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just European pickpockets aren't even at that level where it's like they do some like wacky sleight of hand nonsense of your wallet is now mine, and then Americans go and then grab a stick and beat you. Like there's they haven't they think
That's
that
really
by,
cool.
like,
I'm gonna cave your head in with my heel.
by circumventing like but really, did you see me pick your wallet at all? And then it's like, okay, that's fun. I'm gonna grab you and slam you into a wall. Like,
I'm from Tampa, Florida. I don't play that shit.
Exactly. Just the level of that's not fair. You're not playing the game the way we want to play it. I thought it was very
Like
funny.
this is no fun cops and robbers tete-a-tete that we're after right here.
No.
You're committing a crime.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like, it's a dude with a striped shirt, a big mustache, and a beret stealing a money sack from the bank, and the cops are like, oh damn it, he escaped again. It's like, no, in America he'd be shot to death.
They killed those guys back in the 20s and 30s a lot.
Exactly, we got him out of here.
Yeah. So, God bless America. You can keep calling us barbaric and rude, but then you keep testing us and surprised to find us barbaric and rude. So,
We will hurt you. We will hurt you.
keep doing what you're doing, I guess. Learn sometimes, or not at all, and see what happens.
Just keep finding out. Watch what happens. You try that in a small town, sir. You'll just die.
My God.
Yeah, see, the Europeans have too much confidence in their crime.
Misplaced. Yeah, and again, confidence for no reason, just confidence in the fact that, well, I don't think anyone's going to try to punch me. Which is a
look at that lady right there. That lady is literally heads and shoulders above that tiny thief.
Uh-huh.
It's like that is a diet of Midwestern make. Dairy.
I don't know where the
milk with growth
where the
hormone.
woman's from, but it's just like, again, people were surprised where it's like, again, and it was the correct thing. This lady did steal from the American woman. So again,
yeah, there you go. Fuck around and find out. That's in the Bible. That's in the Bible where it's like, if a thief is found like sneaking around in your house at night, do not cry for when they are bludgeoned or something of that ilk.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Parades, I'm sure you've read your Bible. You could help me out and put that verse in the comments if you'd like. But it's a fun one, and it's very applicable to the situation.
Mm-hmm. Clearly, this woman cared about the American lady's property. Clearly enough.
She looks like a combination of that chick who's in all those Coen Brothers movies. Like literally the far
Frances McDormand. Uh-huh.
Yeah, Frances McDormand and the guy who played Buster Scruggs?
Tim Blake Nelson, yeah.
Yep, there you go. Damn, I love your mind.
If you mash them together on Google, what would my baby look like?
I got you.
Yet if you come.
Oh, thank you so much. Or that's
why not?
He must pay sevenfold. Yeah, sure. That also works. That also works.
But you see, all the wealth is now in this household. So clearly, what can you say I should give up? All right, just stamp the ticket.
Stomping on the throat of an Italian pickpocket. Merde, they say, because they're all French.
Yeah, they're all French. It's French all the way down, and that's the unfortunate part of the world.
Oh man, my cousin's trying to like pitch me to go to Italy on an 8-day trip for like $800.
I mean, that'd be pretty fun.
That'd be pretty
$800
fun.
is not that bad to
It's
go
very
across.
cheap considering
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Where would you
Yeah,
go
it's
in Italy?
Flight
if
and
you-
board included. Oh, it'd be Vatican, it'd be Florence, and it'd be Venice.
Ah, La La Firenze. It's
Oh my God, Mac, are you okay?
Yeah, I almost died. It's a very beautiful part of the world. I would go to Florence just to see that big ass dome they got.
Oh,
That
you mean the one that's in
architectural-
Assassin's Creed 2?
Yeah, that architectural marvel that it was made at a time where people just didn't make stuff like that. Yeah, I would love to go see that. It'd be great.
Craftsmen and artisans building things. Yes.
Can you imagine?
No, I would go there and I would just tweak out because it's like, holy shit, this is exactly like Assassin's Creed 2.
Mhm.
A game that I 100%ed, by the way.
That's that's a feat. That's a feat. Those
Yeah.
feathers aren't fun to find,
No.
especially back in the days when you did not have a.
No, I had to open up my Game Informer magazine to help me find
Yeah.
all the feathers on that
You
shit.
couldn't-
And you know
You
what?
couldn't go
I did.
online on GameFAQs.com or whatever to be like how to find all feathers in Assassin's Creed 2. You just had to go for it. See what
Yeah,
happens.
that was the first game I ever hundo percented, and it's totally worth it. So I'd go and just tweak around. And yeah, as Ezio, I jumped from that little that tower. All those towers actually.
And he survived. You should go
Yep.
do that and see if you survive.
The mighty bale of hay shall protect me. An
Ah, yes.
assassin.
I am L'Assassin, descendant of the great Altair.
Altair ibn La'ahad.
Something like that.
Yes, and then I get arrested by the effete Italian policeman.
They'd probably just go like, no, stop what you again, if this is the Italians, how they deal with crime.
Cosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just look at you and they're trying to explain. Like they're not concerned that you're committing crime. You're just speaking Italian wrong, and they're correcting you.
They saw you eat pasta with cheese and garlic earlier, and they're like, well, you have to die.
Oh
Like-
Lord Almighty!
Yeah, just I don't understand why. I don't know.
They're
Sure.
pricks, but they're Europeans. I mean, you have to. I have to always take a step back and be like, why are they
Mhm.
behaving this way? Oh, they're Europeans.
European, duh, good boy. Okay, move on.
Ah, duh. I will admit their buildings are quite nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, lack of AC, not so nice.
No, but then you hear people dying of heat stroke because they don't have AC over there, and then you go,
Yeah.
oh no.
Oh no! Ah, dang it!
It was 77
Grandma.
degrees in my house, and I passed out. I couldn't take the heat.
Man, that really
Really?
sucks.
Yeah.
It's,
It's
I
the-
also like you have to explain it to people where it's like, hey, these houses that they're inhabiting are hundreds of years old.
Mhm.
They could update them, but they don't want to.
No, because they're historical artifacts or something of the sort. Whatever the reasoning.
Oh yeah, but please put in a television and a refrigerator and all the rest of every other modern amenity except for air conditioner.
What's this then? You added an AC unit to this house.
I
This was built during King Edward, don't you know?
the royal HVAC does not approve of this.
You think that the royal palaces had AC? They probably did, right?
I feel like they were the only places over there to have AC.
Yeah. Because once they ran out of guys with like giant leaves who could fan the queen, they had to install something.
Subcontinentals.
Yeah. So when partition happened and everyone sort of went back.
You mean I don't have to fan Victoria with the palm frond anymore? I'm going
free.
home.
It
And by that I
says-
mean I'm moving to a neighborhood in East London to make
Hell yeah.
Indian food.
It says
Butter
that most of
chicken.
the places lack AC and some other places do. So do with
Well,
that
that's great.
information what you will.
Yeah.
I prefer making sweeping generalizations. That's my favorite thing to do.
And we will continue to do so,
And you cannot stop me.
regardless of the input.
Yes. Well, man, we got some things that happened.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Such as-
Last week there was a big UFC fight. Mac, did you see it?
No, I didn't. I would love for you to explain everything about it because I do not know.
I shall regale you with the tale of UFC 3 whatever. Dreykus versus Hamzat.
Okay.
It was boring as fuck.
Oh.
Yeah. Listen, a lot of people got into a tissy about this main event, right? It was a main event. I think there were middleweights fighting, like so they're pretty like decently big dudes.
Uh-huh.
And it was 5 rounds, championship rounds, 5 rounds of like just wrestling domination. It was one guy holding another man on the ground, giving him little "Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?" punches for 5 minutes at a time.
Yes.
Oh, there he is. See, yeah, Dricus Duplessis. If you couldn't tell, that's the most South African name of all time.
I can
Versus
tell from the grip.
Khamzat Kiamev,
That
a
guy looks like a
literal
killer.
death bot. Oh, he is a killer.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
He
Antwan,
looks like he
Antwan,
murders
look up Khamzat, evil face. I guarantee something will pop up because he was given like this guy, like I'm gonna swallow your soul, and then he proceeds to just dry hump him for like 30 minutes.
Oh my
Like-
god.
Yeah, he looks like a goddamned demon.
I'll pull it up.
Put it
I'll
up. It's terrifying. It's terrifying stuff.
It's
But
like that Key and Peele
for
skit
as-
where it's like the guy's like, "There's not even going to be a
There
fight."
you
The other
go.
guy's like,
Yeah,
will
it is
take you
that.
to-
It is that.
I will take you to waters you've never been, and I'll watch you drown and bleed in front of me."
Exactly. He had that look and that vibe on him. Look at that, Mac. That is the look
Yeah.
of a man that I want in a straight jacket in like Siberia. I want him nowhere near me.
He literally looks like a gargoyle perched, ready to strike. Like, look, the ears and the face are someone who's going to come for you specifically, and kill you.
Yeah, evil.
He's going to
evil,
reach
evil.
through the camera. Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't help my sensible Christian ears when he came out screaming Allahu Akbar like really really loudly. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah,
Well,
no,
that
I
just-
clutched
that just
my
means
pearls a little bit.
Give glory to Allah, you know. And I assume he's Muslim, or if he's not, that's a very funny thing to just do.
He
That's a
is.
Sam-
He is.
That's
He's
a
from
Sam Hyde sort of move to just come out saying that. If you're not
Hassan
into that.
Piker.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
God, I
In the
really
ring?
wish. I
That's
I wish he made
my
good on
favorite
that
part of
promise.
scenario. That's my favorite part of that, like the whole conversation. Is
In
when
the
it's like,
ring?
in the ring,
No!
and he has to awkwardly go, no, in real life.
Okay,
Oh,
quick
yeah.
sidebar before we get back into the UFC thing. I saw
Yeah.
a post about Hassan Piker being like a sexy man on like Complex or GQ or whatever the fuck. And then it's a bunch of like leftist women just being like, Hangra, Hangra, Hangra. And I'm like, oh God, I wish Sam Hyde would just beat the shit out of this guy, please.
Can you imagine?
Like,
I-
because everything he says is a verbal diarrhea.
I can imagine. Here's how it plays out in my
Very
mind: is
disliked
like,
right now, but yeah.
is he? I just like I don't
He's-
know. I've never been a super big fan of
basically
him.
there's basically he's just the Twitch figurehead, and he's politically left leaning, and he's like, oh, that's all he talks about. Just he also supports terrorist groups openly. I don't know how he's not gone banned. I know that the FBI has said that we're watching. So,
'Cause the
Oh,
dude's
cool!
like a
He's on the
Marxist.
watch list.
yeah, he's on a bad watch list.
My introduction to him was when he started watching One Piece, and he saw it very much through the lens of the world that he perceives. So like Luffy, you know, not to get too into spoilers or whatever, but it's like talking about like Luffy's grandfather, and he's like, "So what? We're not fucking ACAB anymore in the show." It's like,
Oh my
never,
God.
it's like never were, big dog. Never were completely like.
You understand a Japanese man wrote this, right?
You're it's just like it's not the world you live in, big guy. But it's just
Yeah,
like
Like the
I don't know.
greatest police state right now.
He supports a bunch of terrorist groups that he got detained when going through TSA and stuff.
Oh, I remember. Well, yeah, there was a story of him like going through Mexico, and he lost like a bunch of camera equipment or something like that. And he's like, unbelievable, unreal. I don't know like the actual story of it, so maybe I shouldn't say shit. But
I don't
Just
Well,
like-
know
I
the
hope
detailed
that
details, but I know
minor
he got
minor
detained.
awful things keep happening to this man.
okay.
Only minor things. I
get-
wish no big harm on anyone.
in my mind, when it was like Sam Hyde's gonna beat Hassan Piker in a boxing ring, wherever, you know, it probably wins, right? Because Sam Hyde is roughly 7'10", and
Yeah.
has arms
George
like an orangutan.
An individual.
Yes, and Hassan Piker is like on the average height of side of things. I
He's a
think.
little like
Hassan-
taller than
Hassan
average.
Piker
I think
is
he's like
6'3".
Is he a little
6'1" or
taller?
6'2".
Okay,
No, he's
Okay,
6'3".
He's 6'3".
Oh shoot. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Sam Hyde is 8 feet tall.
Yeah, again,
400
Sam Hyde,
pounds.
Sam Hyde is roughly 20 feet tall, if I remember correctly. So it's
Yeah,
just
a primordial force of nature. Sam
so,
Hyde.
so Sam Hyde would, in my mind, would win, and then Hassan Piker, has the broken nose or whatever, and then the ladies who are, thirsting after him get that little just like the little ick. Like in my mind, that's
Sam
the ultimate
Hyde is
comedic scenario.
to a fictional equivalent, the mountain that rides. All right, he's there's no beating him.
I've never,
Like
He's,
say you outlast him and he's tired and he's huffing on the floor. He's gonna grab your ankles and shove his thumbs through your skull, crushing you.
Mhm. That is how that would work. So maybe Hassan gets a few good hits in, and then Sam just sweeps the leg and gets on top.
He's like the waves. You can't stop him.
Yes.
Speaking of can't stopping him, Cosmot is
Yeah,
that
thank you.
same type of guy.
I was like, what are we talking about before?
We're talking about Hamzat, baby, and it was an like UFC. Why does UFC exist, Mac? Is it to provide a completely unbiased sporting arena, or B, to provide people with entertainment?
B.
B.
Depending, yes. No matter what they
110%
say
B.
about it being actual fighting or whatever, no, it's B. People want to be entertained.
Yeah, listen. If you want to go, like, Olympics is where you go and watch sports for the sake of sports, and it's still entertaining, right? Like, these people are competing for millions of dollars in a cage fight. It's the most gladiatorial entertainment that you could find, right?
Mm-hmm. They wouldn't.
And
do
if you're
the
watching a
weigh-in
gladiator,
and the face up, they wouldn't do all that shit if they wasn't to be entertaining to people.
Exactly. They're not an entertaining main event, because the entire time it was one man holding another man down, grinding his knuckles into like his forehead. Oh my god, so many dick riders online were saying the same thing over and over again. Oh, just say you're a casual. All right? Just say you don't appreciate it. It's like, this was domination. I would watch this shit all day long. And I'm like, it's the South Park meme where it's like, this is wrestling. This is wrestling. And I was like,
yeah,
sir, take your gay porn and get the fuck out of here. Okay?
This is not wrestling.
Yeah, where really, no, people was like, go watch boxing. Go watch boxing. It's like, I will, and I do go watch boxing, right? It's like, I like watching UFC because every now and then somebody gets a knee to the face. That's a little gnarlier. Like, what happened here, I'll admit, it was impressive to watch one man just dominate another for that long, but it was not entertaining. And the fact that people like look at you with a straight face and call you a casual, it's like, motherfucker, I watched UFC back when Chuck Liddell was in the octagon.
The Iceman? The Iceman
Yes.
himself?
Back when, just back when it was fun. And I feel like that's like now, like 3 out of 6 championships. Oh yeah, there you go. 3 out of 6 like major championships are all held by virtually the same man. Look at Hamzat.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 other carbon copies of him who are champions right now. They look and behave exactly the same, and they fight they're all just wrestlers. And I'm like, this sucks. I hate it. Like, it's not fun to watch.
I don't want to sound like, a fighting game guy, but is there like a real life counter to wrestling? Like, is there a fighting style that can
Being
counter?
a better wrestler is what it is, right?
Damn. You just got to be a better grappler.
Yeah, or it's like,
Wouldn't it just be
if you
like
could just
sumo
really
wrestling or
grind it
something?
down,
But that's still wrestling.
then you're just out of weight class, right?
Right.
It's like, there's not a whole lot you can do if you're dealing with like an S tier grappler, except,
Okay, wait. Real
be a
talk.
good wrestler and like
Has
stop the grapple.
WWE ever had a sumo wrestler in their show?
Yes, Yokozuna.
Multiple sumo wrestlers.
Mm-hmm. Yokozuna was the man, even though he was not a sumo at all, and he was actually Hawaiian.
Yeah,
he was a part of the fucking family, right?
He was a part of the Anoa'i Fatu bloodline, but
The Rock.
he was he wrestled pretty much like like the charges and solid strikes or whatever. It was sumo, and he was basically,
it was a cool vibe.
Yeah, he got slammed by Lex Luger on an American boat. It's one of the most American things that ever happened.
It was pretty cool.
In wrestling.
Legitimately very cool.
God bless the troops. You know.
Only cool thing Lex Luger ever did.
I mean, he walked the other day. That was pretty cool of him.
Oh wow, tight. Way to go, big
And that's
dog.
and that's not a knock on Lex Luger at all. Congratulations, Lex Luger. I'm very happy that you're walking again, my guy.
Yep, get those legs working.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just don't like the way that UFC's headed. And you know, I appreciate brand loyalty, but what are you being loyal to? An inferior product?
It sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The other guy had like loads of personality, right? Like Drickus was like a funky, spunky kind of guy because all of his fights went the same way. Where it's like, oh, he doesn't really look that technically sound, and he's always kind of getting his ass kicked. But at the last possible second, he pulls some knockout out of his ass,
Mhm.
and he just
I mean,
keeps winning.
He's a white South African. There's a lot of like pent up feelings there that sort of come out in terms of training.
Yeah, his papa was born in Rhodesia or something. So,
Yeah.
yep. Yeah, so UFC, man, you used to be so cool. You changed. You changed, man.
What happened to you, UFC? You used to be cool.
Yes. All right, what else we got going on besides the Ultimate Fighting Championship? Dana White, fix
Well-
it, please.
Well, fix it. Well, Nick, I got a question for you. Did you watch Barbarian this week?
I didn't watch Barbarian this week. Goodness
You did
gracious.
not.
Yeah, I
You
just
did-
didn't. It was pain. It was painful. I'm so sorry.
It's fine because I was going to do a joke that now the roles are reversed, where I've seen Weapons and you've watched Barbarian, but now only one half of that is true.
God damn it!
I literally just after because we had to record the last one a little bit earlier, and I
Oh
forgot.
yeah, and you saw it on a
So-
Saturday.
Yeah, literally right after we stopped recording, I went to see. Well, no, there was a storm, but the day after, like as soon as I could, I went to go see Barbarian or Weapons. Man, that's a movie, huh?
Yeah, you felt what I was talking about, huh?
Yeah. I think I like Barbarian more, just ever so slightly. But man, that was a good movie. I had a blast watching that in theaters.
I forget who I was just talking to, but they said the opposite. Where it's like, oh yeah, no, I watched Barbarian. Oh, Jude said that. Jude was like, I like Weapons more than Barbarians. I'm like, oh, interesting.
Sure. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I think just I don't want to say like Barbarian felt more focused because it certainly didn't, but like it felt like the bits of it came together. I guess more than like I felt like Weapons was just a little bit more scattershot with its plots and its characters. Sponsored by Campbell's and Subway, which I think that's fine.
Where's the
That's very,
Subway?
it was Josh Brolin and during one scene where he's like charting out something on the I think it's when he was charting out stuff on the map.
Oh yeah, he was
had, like,
finding the direction the kids were running.
he just had like a Subway sandwich and a cup where it just said Subway on the front.
Oh
pointed
my
toward
god,
camera.
I remember that
Like-
scene pissed me off because he took a big juicy bite of that sandwich, takes like two
Oh.
chews, and then he starts sipping on his drink, and I'm like, how nasty! And then he continues to chew, and I'm like,
Yeah.
buddy, no.
Whatever drink that is just mixing in with whatever I don't know what sub you're eating, I don't know what drink you're having, but it's certainly mixing together.
Ugh. Yeah, now you have soggy Dr. Pepper tainted Italian sub in your mouth. You happy about
What-
that?
But some of the stuff that was similar to some of the stuff that in Barbarian felt very similar to Weapons, like the first time that there's like a dream sequence is by the teacher, and she wakes up and she sees like a woman who's painted like a clown, and she screams because it is a horrifying thing to see in your
Yeah.
house.
Clown lady.
But then that happens to Josh Brolin, and Josh Brolin
Oh,
wakes
yeah.
up and he goes, "What the fuck?" and everyone in the
Just
theater laughed.
Everyone
at that.
laughed. It was the
Yeah, 'cause-
biggest like laugh now button. Oh, it was perfect.
Yeah, because it felt similar to Barbarian, where the lady finds like the basement, and then the Justin Long's character finds the basement, and there's a completely different reaction where he's like seeing it as like floor space in this new house, and he's like, "Oh wow, this is amazing! Like this is incredible." It's like the same thing where it's like it's played for horror, and then it's like we as the audience can't have it played for horror again, so we get it played for comedy, and I'm like, that's good. I like that a lot.
You just got Craigered, is what I said in my mind.
And then but then it's also again split into like sort of a couple weird halves or a couple different parts where you reach the end of Josh Brolin's part, and it's a real like, what the hell is happening right now moment, where Benedict Wong's character is going absolutely ape, and then they
BD
cut,
Wong.
and BD Wong, and then they cut, and then they go to the cop, and the cop and the drug addict, and they're part of the story, and again it's just like, but I want to know what's happening over here with these guys.
We will find that out shortly. Yeah, no, that was
Yeah.
that was a little jarring.
Yeah. And the one moment in Weapons that I talked about this with you earlier this week. It spooked me more than anything in Barbarian. But then it's like, I think Barbarian was in general for me was just a scarier movie. But this like the one part early on spooked me more than anything in Barbarian because it felt like a nightmare. It felt like a nightmare that I would have and be a part of.
I feel that.
It's when the teacher is at the kid's house.
For some
checking
reason.
around. No, she's whatever. She's concerned, you know. She has a history of doing this, apparently, of just being way too involved in her kids' lives. She's concerned, and she's sipping vodka out of her gas station big gulps Slurpee cup.
Yeah. Couple big gulps, huh?
Yeah, big gulp. Well, see you later. And then she's asleep. It's at night. It pans to the house, and the door opens, and it feels like it's open for an eternity. It feels like that itself is terrifying to me. Of just like the door just opening,
And you see
and
black
you-
for 10 seconds.
yeah, and you don't know who's opening it, and it doesn't seem like anybody's opening it. And then it's like it's open for about 5 seconds, but it feels like an eternity. And then a mannequin woman comes.
Hell yeah, Antwan.
comes.
I love him so
Shout
much.
out Badlands Chugs.
Let's get it.
I had to add him.
Antwan, pull up Badland Chugs, drinks the ocean. And so the doors open for like 5 seconds, and then what looks to be again a mannequin woman starts walking out with a pair of scissors, and I'm like, nope, I'm good. I'm fine. So it's a woman who,
walking most jankily. Like her arms are up, and all you see is like she's holding something in her hands, and it looks like a
again,
knife. And she's
looks
just
like
like tiptoeing her way, like a like stop motion, very smiling friends look. Just like
yeah, it's like
toward the
immediately
car.
you're like, that woman's walking wrong. She's walking toward me. She has something in her hand that looks like scissors or a knife. The main character's asleep. I can't stop this. How big?
How big? He's like the myth of Thor drinking a cup that's bound to the ocean.
Wonderful.
True.
Wonderful. So such a tight reference for you to pull out at this point in time. This is when
Well,
they
thank you.
visited Utgard Loki, of course. One of the
Loki
giants.
was dressed as a chick in that one. Actually, Thor was.
No, that's two different stories, my friend. Not to get into Norse mythology with you or anything like that. But
It's been a while since I did my mythology reading, but I love those.
So the one where Thor is dressed like a lady is when his hammer gets stolen and he has to marry one of the giants who has it, pretending to be Freya. The one where he drinks the ocean is when they visit a giant's house, and the giant's like, all of you can do certain things, but people in my house can also do these things. And it all turns out to be nonsense bullshit. And that's one of them.
Yeah, they're competing against literal primordial forces of nature.
Yes. And so it's the one where it's Thor gets 3 for whatever reason, but he's like, yeah, so that cup you were drinking from was the ocean. You actually drank a huge amount of salt water.
You took down like 2 feet of the ocean, buddy.
There will constantly be tides now because of what you did, you insane person.
Hell yeah.
That's Badland Chugs. Badland Chugs is the modern day Thor Odinson, god of thunder and the hammer.
I think he personally took down like at least 3 centimeters off the tides.
I think so.
That light straw putting in
Chugs,
work.
you mean? Yeah.
Thanks, Badlands.
Thank you, Badland Chugs.
Yeah, he's the only one keeping those little French islands from like going under.
Yeah, they're constantly afraid of drowning, and then Badland Chug shows up like Godzilla to defeat the monster. And
he steps out of the ocean on the beach.
And then he walks back into the ocean when he's done.
He burps, and then the earth shakes.
It was
Oh
an
my God.
earthquake. Yeah. And he walks away.
Wow, we got a lot of big. Okay, no, we literally have like 2 Chungai on the screen right now.
Badland Chugs and Yokozuna.
Yep. I bet they get along.
Yokozuna was like an actual tough person. right? He was a
He was one
killer.
of those. Oh
Yeah.
no way! A lot of old
Yeah.
WWE guys were. I mean, super.
Yeah, it's just they talk about like Undertaker especially talks about like if you ever in like a real life bar fight, who would you want at your back? And he's like Yokozuna, 100%.
Yokozuna. Oh yeah,
Nicest,
buddy. He could
nicest
just
guy in the
crush
world,
people.
nicest man in the world. But he would kill people. he was a Samoan, so he was the size of God. He was incredibly kind, and he could kill you if you wanted to with a thumb.
He's warlike. Look at him. He's built for war.
When Samoans get born, they get these sort of passive traits to their character build.
Plus 10 strength.
Yeah, plus 10 strength. Their character size is considered large for the purposes of combat.
Oh Jesus!
And they get a
I
plus.
know that height. I think it's anything above 13 feet.
And they get a plus. They get a plus D6 to any unarmed strike they make. Perfect for like monk builds and stuff like that. It's very good. Very good.
A barbarian. Well, yeah, no, I would trust him. I would trust Yokozuna to safely escort me out of a hostile environment.
Thank you, Yokozuna.
Yes. And Mac, I saw something a little goofy on the news the other day.
What'd you see?
It was the president of El Salvador, right?
Okay.
Yeah, he abolished term limits.
Interesting.
Yeah. Or no, he did not like single-handedly abolish limits, right? The legislator over there with, his like a president of course has to sign off on a law. Like they have like the last power on it. But they passed that, he signed on it. There are no more term limits in El Salvador, right?
Uh-huh.
And whatever Instagram post I saw that on had everybody saying the same shit, where it's like, this is how democracy dies. Oh, I guess democracy's gone. Oh, poor El Salvador, no more democracy for them. And I'm like, guys, really? El Salvador is not the best example that you want to use about democracy.
They have a history of problems, if I remember correctly.
They had like, and then everybody's it was just people really overestimating democracy. It's like it literally has never worked for them, except this once, where a good dictator gets into power.
A good dictator, you say? Yes, one of them Greeks coming on down. A good dictator, you say?
Yes, please. God, it's the only, it's the just king, right?
But you can't count on every king coming after to be just. You can't.
Well, I can count on every other bureaucrat in El Salvador ruining the country.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Yes, I would rather have a just king than a shit democracy, because democracy does not work in El Salvador. When I went as a child, all the times that I went as a child, title that, Antwan. Title that shit.
Democracy does not work in El Salvador.
When I went as a child, I was told I had a favorite shirt to wear. It was a brown shirt with like a number 11 on it or something, right? And when I went to that country, I packed that shirt in my bag, and my mom's like, "You cannot wear that. Are you insane?" It's like, I'm sorry, Mama, I forgot there were number gangs out here.
Well, that's not a thing kids should be worried about. That's
exactly
something a parent should say beforehand. Like if we're so concerned about it.
Or it doesn't matter. It's like you should go to a country and be able to wear a T-shirt and not be killed, right?
That's correct in an ideal world. But in a world
and
where,
that's back when democracy existed in El Salvador. If anything, the very funny thing was that there was a president when I was a kid who looked like my dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so every now and then my dad would get confused for the president, and then they'd think that he's like cheating on his presidential wife with my mother. It was a very funny situation. Either way, I'm happy that there is big reform happening over there. And if it means that, the people's opinion of government has no longer has that kind of power to vote in, great, because their opinion sucked. And they've ruined the country for decades.
Well, I guess we'll see. I want this to be like sort of pinned as like we'll come back to this issue later on and see how things have worked out.
Goodness,
we'll see.
I visited El Salvador under this benevolent dictator's reign. It's so much nicer.
He's also 44 years old, so he can be there for a while. So
and then he's setting up like his family. We're gonna have a dynasty of these assholes, which I'm not necessarily opposed to.
Well, might not be great. Again, we'll see. We'll put a pin in it.
We'll put a
We'll
pin
see
in it.
how-
All I'm saying
we'll
is
put
like
it in-
track record is like the democracy does not always equal good.
That's correct.
Yes, because what happens?
Go to what happens? Well, the
Oh,
people
no, you
are
just elect dictators is what you do. It's like all you do, like either completely ineffectual dilettantes who steal money and embezzle out of their ass, or evil men. Like
I was
that's
gonna
how
do the- I was
democracy
gonna
works
do
in
the
El Salvador.
whole the whole situation throughout the entirety of the Cold War, where it was people putting in governments that they thought were good for at the time, didn't necessarily work out
Well, hey,
at
look,
all.
El Salvador is not Africa. My God.
No, just not Korea or Vietnam or a lot of other South American countries where, again, wars by proxy. We're like, well, those guys, they kind of want democracy, so I think we're going to back them. Not a great horse to back all the time.
Yep. And yeah. Hey, you know what? If this guy is cleaning up the streets and making it a safe place and a civilized place, more power to him. And if you have any fucking criticism, you have not been to El Salvador in 2005. I am willing to bet.
And if you have any criticism, Nick lives in Chatsworth.
Bring it on!
And that is all that we can say about that because he lives.
Yeah,
in
meet me at the
Chatsworth.
Western Bagel, asshole. I bet you won't. I bet you won't stand on business. I'm always there. I'm stands up.
Don't bring the Western Bagel into this. That's a good place. We don't want to ruin the
Great
Western Bagel.
place.
Yeah.
The Western Bagel on Devonshire and what is that? Is that Mason?
I believe you. I believe whatever street you say.
Yeah, for sure. It's down the block from St. John Utes. You know what I'm talking
He just
about.
won't shut up. He won't shut up. I have to add 7 more beeps to the thing. He just keeps yapping.
I'm not saying any slurs. Antwan, let them come at me.
No.
Why not? Why not? Nobody's listening to this. I don't believe a single Castoe has an evil bone in their body. All right, I trust my viewer base.
30 years later.
30 years.
Remember me?
Remember me, asshole.
It's me, like Beowulf.
You look up,
like
you look
I'm
up at
now
the
an
sign
old
and it says
king, and I have
Western
to
Bagel,
fight.
and you're like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah. Or no, it's that scene from Dumb and Dumber where it's like, oh yeah, for man love, be at the Western Bagel at noon.
Hey,
I'm like,
fool,
oh wait a minute.
hey, fool, you talk shit about El Salvador.
I'm Salvadorian, and then I pull out my legally obtained firearm and blast him.
Oh, I thought you were gonna pull out your legally obtained Salvadorian card and just like show it like with that smug face, you know the one I'm talking about. Where I'm just like,
the smug jack. Antwan,
Yeah,
pull up a
exactly.
picture of smug jack, please.
yeah.
Oh,
I
that'd
believe
be
you'll
the day.
find I am Salvadorian.
Goodness
What is
gracious! If any Salvadorians are listening to this, please drop something in the comments, just to let me know that you're out there.
And know that if you disagree with this man's decision, to whatever political decision, talk to Nick in a kind manner, because Nick himself is a kind man, and we can have a discussion as opposed to an
We can
argument.
talk all about how you're wrong.
Okay, you're not. I'm trying to put you on the best foot here, and you're not helping
Thank you.
yourself.
Thank you. I don't have to explain.
My
to
client
people
will
that
not speak at this time.
I'm a peacemaker. The
My
YouTube
client will
shorts
not speak at this time.
have made this wholesomely
client-
clear.
My client will not speak at this time.
All right, Antwan, get me the fuck out of here.
You know, on the Castoe show, you can watch what you want, then you can go. Make sure you subscribe and like it too. Ooh, and then you'll realize Castoe's here for you.